Hey everyone, so as part of my everyday plant-based series, I share with you guys the food that I make and eat on a daily basis. Today, I actually want to share with you guys the dessert that I made for my family Christmas dinner, and it was an absolute hit. The recipe is from The Minimalist Baker, and I have linked the original recipe in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. I did make some adjustments which you will see in the video because I have made this recipe so many times now. It has been my favourite dessert ever since I went vegan, and so now I'm starting to develop my own preferences to it, but still please make sure to check out the original recipe. Anyway, shall we get started? Let's do it. I started off by greasing my baking tray with some olive oil and preheating the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Then I poured in 2 sleeves of Nice biscuits into the food processor. You can sub this with your favourite crackers, something that will create a nice crust. I used Nice because its hint of coconut will complement the coconut cream used later in the recipe. Pulse until it's crumbly. Process in 4 tablespoons of melted vegan butter so that the crust sticks together nicely. Transfer to the baking tray and smooth it out, pressing it to form a nice base layer. I like to use a wooden spatula or even the potato masher for this. Pop the tray into the oven until it's golden brown. It took around 12 minutes. While it's baking, give the food processor a rinse before adding in 600 grams of silken tofu, 2 cups of peanut butter and a half cup of maple syrup. Blend it all together until it's creamy. I had to use a spatula to unstick some of the peanut butter from the sides. Before starting this recipe, I placed the mixing bowl into the freezer to chill it, and now I'm pouring in 1 can of coconut cream. Using a hand mixer, whisk it until it becomes fluffy and pour in the peanut tofu mixture. Use the spatula to mix it together until it's combined and pour it all over the baked crust that should be ready by now. Smooth it out with a spatula again and place this tray into the freezer. To make the chocolate ganache, I followed the instructions of the original recipe. Heat up half a cup of plant-based milk. I use soy milk, and once it's simmering, pour it over 1 cup of vegan chocolate chips. It should melt and give a stir to smooth it all out. Once the filling has set, pour it over the peanut tofu filling and spread it out until it covers the entire tray. As you guys know, I made this for a Christmas party and I was running late, so I prepared the chocolate ganache before the filling could set properly. So what I did was I ended up decorating the top of the ganache with some fresh berries, even though it didn't freeze yet. The plan was to freeze the entire thing at my grandma's house where we were having our Christmas dinner, and by the time dessert came I thought that it would be frozen already. But for some reason the freezer wasn't working, and when I brought it out the ganache didn't set at all, so it was melted chocolate, but thankfully the peanut filling and the crust did. So it ended up being a chocolate sauce, but it still tasted incredible and everyone loved it. So kudos to Minimalist Baker for the recipe, I really loved it. I made some tiny adjustments, but overall you should check out the recipe which I've linked in the description box below. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you just in general for supporting me. I really do appreciate it, and if you'd like some of my original recipes, please check out my other videos as well, and also at embodynourish.com. Thank you again guys, and I hope that you liked it. I'll see you next time.